Good Tuesday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the Internal Combustion Engine Age YouTube channel that talks about all my cars and trucks, motorcycles, the dog, the campers. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, what a beautiful Tuesday morning. Beautiful Tuesday morning. There are the puppies. Going chasing the neighbor. Love to go chase the neighbor. Perfect time as I walk out the door, as my neighbor walks his dog, as I head over to the barn, the shop, the bird coop. What is it? Always good Tuesday morning there. All those watching my channel, appreciate all the comments, support, and as always, it's another day, another adventure on Ice Age TV. And what do we talk about today? What do we talk about on Tuesday morning as I get ready to be a bachelor, because I'm getting ready to take my wife, daughter, and mother-in-law to the airport for my wife's Harvard graduation on Thursday, and I'm the chauffeur this morning to get them to the airport. So I'm on a schedule, as I always is, because I'm always up to doing something. Always. So anyways, how do we keep the channel going on the morning conversations? And yesterday we talked about the quality, and I kind of talked about the Honda. See, I'm going to check on the dogs back here, make sure they're not out in the road. Don't think they are, but you never know with the pack. So yesterday was all about the quality. So what can we talk about today? Here, puppies! Here, puppies! Come on back! Come on back! I don't even know where they went. Here you go! Looky here! Come on, puppies! There you go. Come on back, Scotty! Scotty's way over there in the woods. Scout, get back here! Scout! Yeah, he's the one that goes wandering off. Whoa! Well, looky here! Hungry? Come on, boy! Yeah, it just doesn't end. Anyways, hey, you know something? Talking about the quality. Quality was the word yesterday. So today I thought it would be a great conversation is small. Have we had the small conversations? And before I get into that, I saw a picture of the Colorado ZR2 Bison with the factory rail rockers with those added on steps that are plug and play that you bolt on. Looks hideous. Oh my gosh, hideous. The vehicle really it makes the vehicle look terrible. So I'm so glad that I bought these electronic steps. Come on, puppies, come on back. Come on, Scout, looky here. Come on, Willow. Yeah, jeez. So anyways, this truck here I think looks so much cooler and cleaner with the retractable steps. And so I'm really glad I did that, because it was roughly within a $200 difference in price for electronic versus those plug-in play steps that you put on the vehicle. And so that really does help me get in and out of the vehicle. Makes it much more enjoyable to drive. Worked out of it yesterday, so it was a lot of fun riding around yesterday. And of course, if you're watching my channel, you realize, how could you talk about small when we watch your channel? Everything seems to be getting bigger in your driveway, which I don't disagree. It's beyond believable of the used car lot that I've created upon myself, which is so true. Because look back here. I mean, I'm so out of room of parking things. My mother-in-law came in. I really didn't want the front driveway to look like a shambles, which that's what it does with my kid. And so anyways, so the small conversations, what's going on? How do we take that word and compare it on the vehicles and cars and motorcycles, SUVs, trucks, and then compare it to state of times, what's going on in the world. Come on, puppies! Come on back! So here's the brand new Honda Goldwing. Hey, the birds finally have kind of moved out. Wouldn't say completely, but thank goodness, I believe the birds have kind of finally found their way out of the barn, because they're just not crapping all over my vehicles. Which if I would have had this in the barn here a good month, 2 months ago, these would already be just totally trashed with bird crap all over them. Man, the dogs just are being a pain in the ass this morning because they're hanging out in the back 40. Come on back! Come on, Willow! Willow! Scout! Keep her! I mean, just it's the worst. Hate to yell through the phone to you guys. Sorry. But anyways, so yeah, the Honda Goldwing, does that make any sense? So you know what? The DCT, just the way to go. It's just such more enjoyable riding the motorcycle. It's the technology. Having that technology in a motorcycle is so cool. It has a reverse. The other one had the reverse feature. And if you're watching the channel, you're not like, well, what's next? Yeah, what's next? Oh my gosh. It just doesn't end on the Iceman. on the Honda Quality. As you just walk back over here, challenge is this one smaller dog, he's going to get me in trouble. I mean, sincerely, that dog will put me in court if he gets off my property and he runs out in the street and confronts that guy or that dog, and that guy wants to be not the nice neighbor, he can file a complaint against me of my dog being off the property. Scout! They're all back there eating deer poop. That's all they're doing. Hey, come on back. Come on back. Look here. Probably eating a dead animal. That's probably what it is. So my shoes are now going to get trashed if I go over there. Whoa! I'm about to stop the video. Oh my gosh, what a joke. Whenever my neighbor walking their dog, dog's already gotten back there. Come on, get off us. This stuff just drives you nuts. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dogs. Yeah. I mean, some people out there are like, I wouldn't own any dogs anymore. They're too much work. They are. I mean, dogs are so much work. I mean, I love dogs, but in the end, if you're older in life, they're just too much work. Anyways, so this small, yeah, it gets smaller. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Iceman. Oh, no doubt. As I progress in life, there's no way I'm going to be able to continue to have this lifestyle. It's too much work. It's so much work to have what I have and do what I do. And how many years can I keep on doing it? I don't know. It's more about the financial obligations that are through the roof, which is very challenging, as I talked about so much. So anyway, so small conversations. So think about this. In our world, even though it looks like things have gotten bigger, I truly believe things have gotten smaller. If you just look around what's going on in today's society, more than ever, I mean, I talked about this last week, about the babies. You know, the claim is that the world population isn't going to continue to grow at the rate it's growing because of the delay of people having babies. I should say, you know, women having babies. And so the concern is it's going to be a smaller population as time progresses, which won't support the world is, but whatever. That really isn't the main point. The point is, for us, we're witnessing right now, more than ever, the cars are getting smaller. But people be like, no, they're not. Right. No, they're not. But the engines are getting smaller. So if you look around at all these big vehicles, the 4-cylinder, the V6s are the most dominant thing that are now being put in these cars. So in so many ways, all the new Ram trucks are going to have an inline-6 Hurricane twin turbo motor versus having the V8. Hey, Keeper! It just doesn't end. Doesn't end. So this is just so bad. My channel this morning is basically ruined because this will take forever. Keeper! Get him here! I don't know what's back there. Come on back! Let's go! Come on! Come on! There's got to be a dead animal back there. Yeah, it just doesn't end. Get over here! Come on! Come on! Let's go! Come on! Come on, let's go. All right, my shoes are going to be soaked. Come on, let's go. We're going for a ride. Come on, let's go. Come on. Ginger. Come here, Ginger, baby. Come on, Ginger. Here you go. This is bad. Oh, it just isn't meant to be this morning, everybody. No! Yep. Now my feet are soaked. What a joke. What a morning. Hey, everybody. What a great morning, right? Yeah, all because my neighbor's walking their damn dog up the street, and the dog's got in the back property. If I would have waited 5 minutes difference, 5 minutes, I thought that was 5 minutes later, this wouldn't be my morning right now. So the challenge is, I got to get those guys to the airport. So I can only talk so long before I'm cut off. And then this thing will turn into 3 stop videos. So that turns into a whole other project, this thing uploading this videos to you guys. So this thing might not populate till later this morning. So anyways, the small conversations. Yeah, so all the cars are getting smaller with the engine, the horsepower. The green agenda wants everybody to get rid of all these ICE vehicles because they want a smaller carbon footprint to the world. I mean, it's a constant underlying message to you and I, smaller. If you go to the restaurant anymore, all the portions are smaller. I mean, in some ways, it's a good thing in some ways because our country has the biggest obesity rate ever in our country. And what's that from? It's from everybody eating too much food. It's already not doing their exercise and moving around. I mean, I'm not here by any means a perfect physique and a person to be preaching to people that you need to be thin and all this excellent shape. That isn't, I don't have that. Yeah, do I have too much weight? Sure I do. But do I enjoy life? I do. But the point is, the whole green agenda is all about making things smaller. And it's just an underlying message that in some ways, I think the green agenda would like to see the world population get smaller because it would save Mother Nature Earth. I mean, think about it. And the brainwashing of the social media machine and a green agenda probably intimidates younger people to feel like they're doing the wrong thing in the world to populate the world, because it just creates more havoc for Mother Nature Earth. I mean, it gets heavy and deep on that conversation, but in so many ways, what's the underlying message more than ever? The governing bodies are spending monies and creating, in so many ways, controls more than ever in mankind and our country that make you smaller in so many ways of your capacity to have control of things that you used to have. In some ways you may not have in the future, meaning the cars, the ideology, all this stuff that's going on around us. But you have to say to yourself, it's an underlying theme of things being smaller. That for you and I, for Elon Musk, his goal is to have Optimus, the walking robots. His underlying goal is to have Neuralink, everything attached to you, so that in the end, your task and your thinking may be smaller, or will your thinking be greater? That could go both ways in my views. But the point is, more than ever, manufacturing is working diligently to create the workforce to be a smaller human infrastructure to a bigger robot infrastructure. So for the most part, the workforce in some ways could be getting smaller in some ways, but at the same time, I think we have pea-sized brains to really know the real facts. But I have to say that the real robots come to be, the Optimus and Atlas and all these other ones that behind the scenes companies are working on, Boston Robotics, their goal is to create these robots that take mankind's job and tasks. So in the end, what does that say? It says that less human workforce, so a smaller workforce, a smaller payroll for the manufacturing company. You go to McDonald's now, I notice at McDonald's, and some of these restaurants now, they borderline don't even have a cashier. They borderline have the cashier hide in the back or help in the back, and they have all these kiosks where they're really wanting you more than ever to go to the kiosk to create your own order, and then in the back, they make it for you. We know that that's a growing trend. So the goal is for the franchisee owners of all these McDonald's and restaurants, they want a smaller workforce because they want to cut the payroll. And payroll is huge in any type of business, and especially labor businesses. It's a big challenge for you to run a company when you have a huge labor force and to keep it efficient. And that's a challenge. Like Starbucks, all you're hearing now is these big national chains. Red Lobster, apparently they have filed bankruptcy. Why? Because people have a smaller amount of money to go spend because everything's got so expensive. Your checkbook, your wallet, I can assure you, everybody in my channel can say, yeah, if you haven't had a huge pay raise in the last 2-3 years, your checking account is smaller than it used to be because of the expenses of everything. But if you're an investor and you invested your money very wisely with a small amount of money, and you've got into NVIDIA and some of these hot tech stocks, then your small account probably is now a very big account. Here it is, Honda Goldwing. It's a beautiful color. Really do like it. It really is a great ride. It is very comfortable. It's very confident. I mean, Honda in so many ways just ruins it for the others. I mean, it really does. I mean, at the end of the day, the Honda products are just such quality products. But the Rocket's so much fun. The Harleys are so much fun, but these are just such different vehicles. And what's the goal of like the manufacturers of these motorcycles? They want the weights to be smaller. Do they want to take some things away from it? Which they do. So I mean, I noticed that when you start comparing these Harleys from a CVO to the Fast Johnny, at first it just looks like it looks, but there's other little key things that you don't get. There's not as much stuff on what you buy. And what's the biggest number one thing that people that want to performance race their cars is they want a smaller weight vehicle, so the vehicle should be in some ways smaller. Now, my supercharger, Whipple supercharger, requires a signature. Odds are I'm going to have to go to the damn terminal to get the damn thing, because here's the thing. When is FedEx showing up? I have no idea. And now I got to take my wife and kid and mother-in-law to the airport. So does he show up at that time? Probably. But oh well. I'll just have to call him and say, I'll have to come to Hagerstown, Maryland and go pick up my Whipple supercharger, which is taking 6 months. I mean, basically 6-month run. Wow. Anybody out there is ordering a Whipple supercharger, I'd have to say be prepared for half a year to get your Whipple supercharger. It's not the end of the day by any means, but yeah. How long can your patience wait, if you know what I mean by that? Yeah, it's kind of a challenging morning. The dogs really get me riled up here. If you watch my channel, you can see how they got me going, and then having to get the wife and kid. The list goes on and on and on for all of us. And what's really interesting too is, so on my morning conversations, it's a very small audience. It is. But then I buy a motorcycle, or I go do something else, and it's a pretty decent audience. But at the same time, it's challenging for me as a YouTuber, because you just scratch your head. And I talk about this all the time, is what goes on more than ever, it seems to me, it's a small-minded person that's focused on all the smaller things in life. And what I mean by that is the YouTube channel guys, they're continuing to talk about how the car dealerships are selling smaller amounts of inventory. The manufacturers are building smaller amount of products for cars and trucks, because the dealerships are now having a hard time moving product. Elon Musk, he has a smaller customer base now because of him running his mouth, and he's irritated a lot of his liberal friends that aren't so much his friends anymore. So what I do is I show this on my channel here. So let's just see what's going on here. So now Lucky Lopez, this had 10,000 hits, that claims that nobody wants EVs anymore. So his pitch is that the EV market has gotten smaller now, that the heyday of the let's see what else we got here. Not selling. So here's a guy, Thomas, his YouTube channel. He got 2.3 thousand views based on the fact that the Fords, aren't selling. So it's another, underlying message to you. Things have gotten smaller. Here's Cletus McFarland. He's the king of behind the Mr. Beast of getting hits. Very creative. But here you go. Sales are down. So smaller amount of sales. Here's a guy at 4.5 thousand views because of the industry's in a shambles. It's got a smaller amount of people buying vehicles. Let's see here. What else could we look at here? That the underlying message is that everything's getting smaller. Looking for the one guy. It's so funny. Okay, so here's another guy. TRX Ram not selling. So it's gotten smaller. It's an underlying theme, everybody, that people ride off of the same old story. This guy blows me away. He's a used car guy. He has 201,000 views in 15 hours just talking about the same thing day in, day out. Everything's gotten smaller. Smaller amount of sales at car dealerships. Dealerships are going broke. The Jeep's going to go bankrupt. It's the same rhetoric, but that's how you become very successful on a YouTube channel. You have to say the same things every day. So basically me saying this same conversation over and over again every day of the week of, the failures, smaller. And that's how the algorithms work, is through, see here, Corvette market is plummeting. 62,000 views in one day. So everything's getting smaller. So the whole underlying message, the constant rhetoric is the successful YouTubers have gotten very successful by riding off of people that look at the dire straits, and I guess they are in dire straits. Mercy loves mercy. So I guess in so many ways they claim the big crash is right around the corner. You heard that? So the whole economy is going to be smaller. All the housings that are for sale is going to be smaller. Even though anybody's out there renting a property, or goes to buy a condo or apartment, you notice how small they are now. You notice how small they make these condos and apartments now. They just pack them all in. But the houses, in my view, haven't gotten smaller per se, because they just keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But yeah, once again, it's the small-minded individuals that are, I guess, making the creators of YouTube. You need small-minded people. I think my YouTube channel, you guys are too smart. I truly believe that. I truly believe I have a very intellectual followers. They're very more in-depth and well-educated that follow my channel. And I think the small-minded people, per se, don't really follow my channel, because I don't think they like to see me with all these cars and success and the stories and all that other. I think they'd rather watch the channel of the gloom and doom, because I guess in so many ways, they're in borderline right around the corner from that small-minded attitude that they're going to be in dire straits, just like the car dealerships. You know, maybe their job, whatever they're doing in life, they just feel like the failures are on their doorstep, and that's what makes them feel like they've got company and they're not the only one that's going to go broke and be in dire straits. I mean, that's the only thing I can figure out. Because what drives you to want to watch the constant negativity content that just reinforces in your own subliminal mind that the failures are among you and you're part of it? Why do you want that? I don't get it. So that's very challenging for me as a YouTuber and a creator, just to get, do I have to go, and I'm not going to do it. I mean, just for YouTube people that watch me, I'm not going to go to the dire straits of having to make content that's clickbait and constant negativity just to try to draw in viewers, just to try to make money off of YouTube. For me, if that's really what it's all about, then I'll be like, it just isn't really worth the time and efforts to have to create that type of environment. I mean, I strongly believe that my YouTube channel will grow substantially as time goes on, just because of the content that I bring, and I think that more will eventually find it and see it and be intrigued to watch it. And for those that are consistent, I'm sure many would, give that the same thought as well. Like I say, you guys are too damn smart. I'm creating. I learned, or am I? Or you guys just you all are so damn smart. You get the kicks out of seeing the guy behind the camera here that does stupid ass stuff, and you enjoy that. I don't know. It's all good. I mean, I get laughs. All of you guys that make these comments, I mean, I laugh my ass off. I really do. You're funny as all get out. My one subscriber, I think it, I get a lot of comments, but I lost my knife, and I don't know. Sorry if it was it Brian or is it Roger? I just can't remember. So sorry if any of you out there which one you said it, but it was funny. He goes, you probably left your hat with your knife. Wherever your knife is, your hat is. And you know what? I was like, that is so damn right. I went to my house and I found my hat inside my house, but no knife. But I was, for a minute there, I was like, oh my gosh, one of my YouTube subscribers truly helped me out, because he told me where I put my damn knife with my hat. But no, I think I lost it down there at the dump. This weekend when I go there to get rid of my trash, I'm going to ask the guys if anybody found a nice knife in the parking lot, and they did. I hope they'll be like, yeah, we put it aside for you, and here you go. Maybe. I should have inscribed my name and phone number on it. It's a $288 knife plus blah, blah, blah. Anyways, all right, I got a church going on. Short video, but I just like to say hi, give ideas, thoughts, conversations, and loving my Brickyard 400 Jeff Gordon paraphernalia lighter, which is so cool. This is just so cool. My friend Bill out there at Timber Honda let me have all this stuff for dirt cheap. Just so cool. So anyways, I just really like this stuff. So that's it. And yeah, there's more adventures coming your way. There is another adventure. I'm kind of laying low. I think people are figuring it out. But stay tuned. Probably tomorrow or Thursday that would maybe play out. So stay tuned for that. But I'm going to get on the road. If I don't get my wife, Marla, and the kids at the airport in time, I'm going to be in big trouble. So as always, thanks for watching my channel. And God bless. Stay safe. I'm busy. Have a great day.